My mic doesn't work. We're getting a voiceover. We're going to turn this popcorn to taste like this beef brisket. On today's Will It Pop? Let's make some brisket popcorn, right? Got my Popsmith heated up. What I'm going to do first that's different is instead of using our butter flavored coconut oil, what I'm going to use is beef tallow. So it's going to provide it like a nice, obviously beefy flavor. I've got my induction burner set to, mine's on 6, and I'm just going to throw this in here. So while I'm waiting for the oil to heat up, I'm going to throw in a couple of kernels. Also, I've taken some of the rub that I used on the brisket, and I'm going to throw it in here as soon as the popcorn starts popping. I'm going to wait as long as I can because there is some garlic and a few other spices in here that I don't want to burn. All right, we got popping. It already smells really beefy, so I'm going to add more corn. I've got a little bit of Popsmith butter salt because I still do want some of that buttery flavor. I'm just waiting for a few more kernels for the new stuff that I popped, then I'm going to add the extra seasoning. All right, we got some popping. I'm going to add some of the spices. I'm going to cover this up. All right, and now I'm just making popcorn. Just like any other time in the Popsmith. You can't see him, but Casper's already here waiting for popcorn. Let me know if you want a Casper cam. Maybe I can put that together in a video in the future. They say if I add a dog to all our videos, we could count him as a dependent or an employee and write him off as tax benefit. We're down to our last few pops. Perfect. All right, we have our popcorn, but we're not going to stop there. I've got this spray bottle, and in this I have about an inch or so of truffle oil. But before I spray this, I'm going to take a little bit of the marinade that I rubbed the brisket with, add that into my bottle. Now what I have is some brisket juice, some really good marinade, and truffle oil, and I'm going to mix that up. I'm actually going to put this on the popcorn. So I just put like a light gloss on top. That's pretty good, but we're not done. I could just serve it like this, but now we have another step. I've transferred this popcorn into a basket, and let me show you why. Because now we're in the backyard, and we're going to put this popcorn on the smoker. Also, I have the smoker on 180 degrees because I don't want to cook the popcorn. I just want to warm it through and put smoke on it. You know how when you go to a movie theater and you get popcorn and it's super crunchy? So they make a fresh batch of popcorn, falls into the bottom, and there's a warming tray. It's just constantly heating that popcorn, taking as much moisture out of it as possible. So when we're smoking it like this, you're going to get the same thing. So not only am I putting some smoke flavor on this, I'm getting it super crunchy. Perfect. All right, we have our popcorn that I left on the smoker for about 20 minutes at 180 degrees on my Traeger. So the first thing I'm going to add is some hard cheese. This is like an herb-packed Parmesan-like cheese. I think the nuttiness will balance out. I'm going to come back with some of that brisket rub, and I'm going to hit it one more time. I'm going to add Frank's RedHot Dill Pickle, and I'm going to sprinkle on some hot sauce onto the top of the popcorn. Check that out. We've got brisket popcorn with some hot sauce and cheese on top. All right, brisket will pop. I'm Dave, co-founder and president of Popsmith. If there is something that you'd like to see me try to turn into popcorn, leave it in the comments, send it in an email, and I will try it. No matter how weird or crazy it is, we're going to make it pop. Let's keep popping.